right, sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. All right. Next pack here. Super Bowl 24. All right. Anthony Thompson, Vance Johnson, Steve Smith, Anthony Munoz, Roger Craig, Don Shula, Mike Ditka, all right. Tony Casales, Dino Hackett, Rod Woodson, Ronnie Lott, Bill Parcells, Clyde Simmons. All right. Super Bowl 3. Warren Moon. Ricky Nathel. Darryl Green. All right, I'm going to put Darryl on the stand. Was the fastest man in the NFL at one time. Kevin Ross. Irv Pinky. John Elway. All right. All right, Cowboys fans. Sorry, but I got to put Elway up here. Kyle Clifton. Tom Newberry. Carl Meckelberg. Carnell Lake. Dave Little. Chris Carter. Is that Chris Carter rookie? Nope, third year. Leonard Marshall. Wilbur Marshall. All right. Super Bowl 6. Otis Anderson. Thane Gash. Darryl Grant. Andre Reed. Felix Wright. Andre Tippett. Mike Dial. Al Toon. Ray Perkins. Dave Treadwell. Gary Anderson. Keith Willis. Dalton Hillard. Dave Meggett. Chris Miller. And sweepstakes. All right. Super Bowl 18, Dalton Hillard. Oh, we got Troy Aikman. All right, Cowboys fans. Put Troy over Elway. Coach Gibbs. All right. Coach Gibbs is going to be on the stand here. Put Coach Gibbs right here. James Brooks. Ralph Mosenjako. Vincent Brown. Irv Eatman. Troy Benson. Paul Gruber. Webster Slaughter. Merle Hodge. Pepper Johnson. Oh, we got Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders rookie card. Or not a full-on rookie, but his first one with the Falcons uniform. His rookie card was the year before where he's in his Florida State uniform. Coach Prime. Super Bowl 10. Buck Buchanan. Spielman. All right, I better put Spielman up here so you Lions fans don't get upset. Kevin Butler, Albert Lewis, John Taylor, Mark Robinson, Art Shell, Ken O'Brien, Harry Hamilton, Rodney Holman, Jim Jeffcoat, Carl Banks, Jerry Glanville. All right, there's another stack here. Super Bowl 19, 49ers and Dolphins. Keith Millard, John Roper, Al Noga, Henry Ellard. Not a rookie. Reggie Langhorne, Eric Martin, Jeff Bryant, Roy Foster, Eric Thomas, Jim Richer, Jerome Brown, Andre Rison. Put him down there. Dan Marino. All right. Sorry, Spielman. Earl Farrell. If you have any Dolphins fans out there, I'll say Dolphins are looking pretty good this year so far. They're looking like they might be for real. Know it's early on the season, but still kind of exciting. All right, Super Bowl 22. That is the Redskins over the Broncos. So just because I'm a Skins/Commanders fan, that's going in the pile. Mike Hofer. Steve Mongo McMichael. Put him down there. Henry Thomas. Mike Wilcher. Roger Craig. William White. Leslie O'Neal. Tim Harris. Carl Zander. Leonard Smith. Keith Jackson. Fred Young. Venice Glenn. Bruce Smith. Pro Bowl. It's a shame about Mongo McMichael and the condition he's in. Wish him nothing but the best. Was always a fan of Mongo. From football, the crossover to wrestling. Four Horsemen. All right. Singletary. Mike Merriweather. Jim Everett. All right, Rams fans, I'll put Everett down there. Pierce Holt. Marty Schottenheimer. Steve Brown. Ed West. Lewis Billups. Jim Kelly. All right. Jim Kelly is going to go over Thurman Thomas here. Buddy Bryan. Buddy Ball. Donnell Thompson. Gary Plummer. Ken Harvey. And, yeah, that's that. All right. Super Bowl 11. That was the Raiders over the Vikings. Franco Harris. All right, we'll put Franco down here. Keith Van Horn. Scott Studwell. John Robinson. Jesse Sapolu. Art Monk. All right. All right. Sorry, Christian Okoye. Art Monk's takes precedence. Ernest Givens. Brent Fullwood. Oh, we got Icky Woods and Icky Shuffle, second year. Put Icky down there. Scott Radicek, Max Montoya, Mike Pryor, Dan Henning, Ernie Jones. All right. Super Bowl 13. That was the Steelers over the Cowboys. Joe Montana, passing leader. All right. Neil Anderson, Bruce Wilkerson, Johnny Rembert, Harry Barton, Mark Rippon, Tony Zendejas, Perry Kemp, Charles Haley, Nate Odoms, Reggie White. All right, we're going to put Reggie back here. All right, we're going to put Reggie over Derek Thomas. John Hand. All right, Jimmy Johnson. All right, Cowboys fans, we'll put Jimmy down here. Tim McDonald. Super Bowl 17. That was the Redskins over the Dolphins. Yeah, we're going to put that there. Thurman Thomas, Richard Dent, Willie Gault, Bruce Matthews, Bernie Kosar, Morton Anderson, John Grimsley, Johnny Holland, Gary Zimmerman, Cornelius Bennett, Mike Johnson, Dwayne Bickett, Gil Bird, Tim Rosenbach. Super Bowl 9. Steelers, I believe. Yep, over the Vikings. Andre Ware, Bud Carson, Greg Townsend, Howie Long, Randall McDaniel, Jim Arnold, Bud Carson, Lindy Infante, Marcus Cotton, Don Griffin, Ray Donaldson, Rowan Stark, Billy Joe Tolliver, Louise Sharp. Sweepstakes. All right, we're almost halfway through the box here. Super Bowl 8. Dolphins over the Vikings. Walter Stanley, Charles Mann, Mervyn Fernandez, Tunkin Ilkin, Vince Newsom, Andre Waters, Drew Hill, Sterling Sharp, Sterling Sharp's second year. All right, we'll put Sterling. All right, sorry, Coach Gibbs. Sean Collins, Ron Holmes, Lee Williams, Clarence Vernon, LT, Lawrence Taylor. All right. Sorry, Daryl. Roy Green. Checklist. Or sweepstakes. Super Bowl 24. Jack Lamberts, Eric Metcalf, Steve Berline, Aloha Stadium, Steve Jordan, Mark Clayton, Dean Stencure, Ron Hallstrom, Andre Bruce, Stanley Morgan, Rufus Porter, Bill Brooks, Eric Howard, JT Smith, and sweepstakes. All right. All right. Super Bowl 23. 49ers and the Bengals. Another Montana. Jay Hilgenberg, Joey Browner, Greg Bell, Ralph Mojisenko, Ernest Biner, Jeff Bryant, Vaughn Johnson, Ricky Dixon, Mark Kelso, Ken Norton, Billy Ray Smith, Ricky Camarillo. Sweepstakes. Oops, Super Bowl card got mixed in there. All right. Super Bowl 4. Kansas City, maybe? Yes. Chiefs over the Vikings. Rich Camarillo. Oh, we got Barry Sanders. All right. Put him over Sterling here. Brian Sochia. Reggie Roby. David Grayson. Kevin Murphy. Lorenzo White. Bruce Coslett. Nick Lowry. Dave Craig. Chuck Knoll. Donald Igwabuki. Mohamed Eluanobi. Vise Sakema. All right. Is that Barry a rookie? Let me see. Yes, that is a Barry Sanders rookie. All right. Super Bowl 21. That's the Giants over the Broncos. Another Tom Landry card. John Roper, Keith Millard, Henry Ellard, John Taylor, Eric Martin, Leslie O'Neal, Roy Foster, Tim McGee, Jim Richter, Andre Rison, Dan Marino, another one. All right. Earl Farrell. And sweepstakes. Super Bowl 1. Felix Wright. Eddie Murray. Not that Eddie Murray swoop. Gerald Briggs. Greg Cragen. Alvin Walton. Mark Carrier. Marv Levy. Johnny Hector. Bill Moss. Boomer Esiason Pro Bowl. All right. Jack Pardee. Derek Thomas. Eddie Brown. Checklist. Or sweepstakes. All right. Super Bowl 19. That is 49ers over the Dolphins. Andre Thompson. Another Mongo McMichael. Deadpool. Wade Wilson. Mike Wilcher. Eric Williams. William White. Steve Brown. Tim Harris. Eric Thomas. Leonard Smith. Fred Young. Dennis Glenn. Bruce Smith. Sweepstakes. I'm just going to start a pile here for all these sweepstakes cards I got. And we're just going to throw them right down here. All right. All right. Super Bowl 22. That is the Redskins and Broncos. Yes, we're going to put that down there. Warren Moon. Mike Singletary, Al Noga, Jim Everett, David Grayson, Marty Schottenheimer. I think I've seen this pack before. Ernest Givens, Ed West, Carl Zander, Jim Kelly, Max Montoya, Buddy Ryan, Donnell Thompson, Gary Plummer, Ken Harvey. Yeah, we saw the exact same pack earlier on in the break here. All right, Super Bowl V, Otis Anderson, Keith Van Horn, Jackie Slater, Henry Thomas, Alvin Walton, another Art Monk. Very underrated receiver, in my opinion. Tony Zendejas, Brett Fullwood, Lewis Billups, Scott Raddick, Mike Pryor, Dan Henning, Ernie Jones. Super Bowl 12, Lindy Infante, Benny Blades, Gary Clark, another one of my favorites growing up, The Posse, Frank Minfield, Guy McIntyre, Irvin Randall, Dave Wyman, Jeff Legman, Michael Walter, John Odenfaller, Greg Lloyd, Kelvin Martin, Sam Mills, Jim Jensen. All right, let me get rid of some of these commons here. That's gonna fall. All right. All right. Super Bowl 20, Bob St. Clair, Eugene Lockhart, Jim Lachey, Brian Blades, Rod Rust, Bruce Hill, Joe Nash, Ricky Jackson, another Joe Montana, Warren Moon, Bubby Brister, Kelvin Martin, Brad Edelman, Harry Galbraith. Super Bowl 11, Dalton Hillard, Neil Anderson, Mike Merriweather, Johnny Rembert, Guy McIntyre, Mark Rippon, John Grimsley, Perry Kemp, Ickey Woods, Nate Odoms, Reggie White, another one, John Hand, Jimmy Johnson, Tim McDonald, sweepstakes. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8 packs to go. Still looking for an Emmett. Another Barry would be pretty cool. Percy Snow, Michael Kofer, Neil Smith, Kevin Green. All right, I'll put Kevin Green down there. Lomas Brown, Vinny Testaverde, Brian Millard, Frank Warren, Steve DeBerg, Chris Hinton, Louis Lips, Dean B. Basucci, Simon Fletcher, Louis Oliver. Man, sorry guys, it's been a long day. Super Bowl 2. Chris Dolman, Richard Johnson, Chris Dolman, Jerry Gray. Oh, got Jerry Rice. All right, let's see. Sorry, Dion. Lars Tate, Norm Johnson, Pat Swilling, Sam White, Kent Hull, Eric Allen, Ron Meyer, Steve Atwater. Is that Steve Atwater rookie? All right, we'll put that there. Eric Sievers. Super Bowl 13, Buck Buchanan, Richard Dent, Scott Studwell, Bruce Matthews, Rod Rust, Morton Anderson, Bud Carson, Johnny Holland, John Altz, Scott Norwood, infamous field goal miss in the Super Bowl, Mike Johnson, sorry Bills fans, Dwayne Bickett, Gil Bird, Tim Rosenbach. Super Bowl 17. It's the Redskins over the Dolphins. Rick Camurlio, Bud Carson, Bruce Wilkerson, Howie Long, Lomas Thomas, Jim Arnold, Drew Hill, Lindy Infante, Gary Zimmerman, Don Griffin, Ray Donaldson, Rowan Stark, Marion Butts, Louis Sharp. Super Bowl 9, Felix Wright, Charles Mann, Willie Gault, Chuchin Ilkin, another Jerry Rice. All right. Andre Waters, Dean Steinkuhler, Sterling Sharp. All right, we got another one. All right, sorry, Barry. Marcus Cotton, Ron Holmes, Lee Williams, Clarence Verdon, LT, Lawrence Taylor. Oh, I just knocked a whole bunch over. I'll get those in a second. Roy Green. All right. I need to invest in some new card stands. These stands here are not the greatest. It's the Tarjay Special. All right. 3 packs to go. Super Bowl 7. Sterling Sharp, receiving leader. All right. Wayne Fonts, Joey Browner, Larry Kilm, George Seifert, Stephone Page, Chuck Knox, Jim Wilkins, Jason Buck, John Elliott, Keith Byers, Crawford Kerr. Oh, we got Michael Irvin. All right. Is that Michael Irvin's second year? Put Michael Irvin back here. Fred Marion, checklist. Or sweepstakes. Jesus. All right. Super Bowl 23. Christian Okoye. Jerry Ball. Keith Millard. Fred Strickland. Mike Kofer. Ricky Sanders. Well, we got all the posse. John Williams. John Forcade. Ricky Dixon. Darryl Talley. Anthony Miller. Joe Bugle. We got Bugs. Burt Grossman. Randall Cunningham. All right. Super Bowl 21. Giants over the Broncos. Bob Greasy. Jay Hildenberg. Greg Bell. Michael Carter. Ernest Biner. Excuse me. Gene Robinson. Vaughn Johnson. Tim McGee. Mark Kelso. Mike Quick. Ken Norton. Billy Ray Smith. Rick Camarillo. All right. Well, this box was okay. Could have been better. Kind of don't want to go out on this kind of note. I think we could do so much better. All right, so let me find a couple more things here to open up here, and we will go from there. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's do a couple packs of baseball, Stadium Club 92. All right, let's see what we can get out of this. All right, let's see. All right, Will Clark, not bad. Checklist. Scott Bankhead. Josias Manzillo. Rob Ducey. All right, it's a little sweepstakes card.